All right, so this is lesson 1.1, solving simple equations, and you should have already done the warm-up. And then this is the key idea that you need to have written in your journal. Let me explain this key idea while you guys are writing. So we're doing addition property of equality. All that is trying to instruct you is that sometimes to simplify equations, you need to add different terms to each side. Biggest key to remember is whatever you do to one side of the equal sign, you have to do the same to the other side of the equal sign. So if we're adding, it's called the addition property. If we're subtracting, it's called the subtraction property. Simple, right? All right, so we're going to move on to example 1. I want you to write this in your journals. So journals, write EX1 for example 1, EX1. Go ahead and write down A. We're going to solve. You don't have to write solve. X minus 7 equals negative 6. So the first thing you do is you write X minus 7 equals negative 6. Make sure you're labeling this EX1A. All right. We're solving for the variable, which is what? What's the variable? X. Very good. How do I get X by itself? What's on here that I need to move? The 7. So if this is a minus 7, how do I get it to move to the other side? You add it. So say plus 7 to both sides. Write this down. Just copy it. Okay, so the left side cancels because negative 7 plus 7 is 0. The right side is negative 6 plus 7. What does that give you? Positive 1. So your answer is X equals 1. Not too bad, right? You don't have to write all these words in the blue. I just want you to recognize them. We did what property of equality? Addition, because we added. Easy, right? Excellent. Ready for B? Was that a no?
Yes.
Okay.
Did I solve the question?
I heard a no.
Oh, I said yes.
Perfect. All right, so write down B. We have 1 equals W plus X. So which is the variable? W. How do I get it by itself?
You do minus 1, the minus 6 on both sides.
Minus 6 from both sides, because the 6 is what's chilling with the W. So we're going to subtract 6 from both sides. Cancels the number on the right. What is 1 minus 6? Negative 5. Now, is this correct? Yes, this is correct. Is there a more proper way to write it? Yes. What's the more proper way to write it? Flip it around. W equals negative 5. Very good. Again, I will accept negative 5 equals W. Now, you're not going to get anything counted wrong. But the proper way is to rewrite it. W equals negative 5. Any questions on how we did this? I will leave it up for a minute, so if you're still writing, take your time. If you are done writing, go back and hit the next button on your screen, and you're going to do try-its number 1 through 3. You do that? You can do it on a piece of paper. Yeah, do it on a piece of paper. You're going to turn the paper in when you're all done. Yes, well, we're going to do more. We're starting with try-it 1 through 3. So just do try-it 1 through 3 and then pause. All right. Shh. All right, this is example 2. So in your journals, example 2A. Write it down. In your journal, example 2A. All right, so you just wrote the multiplication and division properties, right? What do you think multiplication property means you're going to be doing? Multiplying. What about the division property? Divide on both sides. Very good. Y'all are super smart. Okay, algebra whisper. You can talk, just whisper. All right, so for the first problem, rewrite it. Negative 3/4 n equals negative 2. What's my variable? N. How do I get it by itself?
You multiply the negative 3/4 by and then you have to change it to 4/3.
Very good. So you are correct. Let me explain to you why you're correct. Technically, this is saying 3/4 times n, right? And the multiplication property means we're dividing. But because it's a fraction, when you divide fractions, you flip it and multiply. Correct? So you see here, they have the reciprocal of it, and we're multiplying. Okay, so 4/3, negative 4/3 times negative 3/4 just cancels. So then on the right-hand side, negative 4/3 times negative 2, somebody tell me what that is?
8/3.
Very good, because we have a negative divided by a negative, which is a positive. Very good. So n equals 8/3. Am I done? Yeah. I like improper fractions. 8/3 is called an improper fraction because the number on top is bigger than the bottom. I like improper fractions. This is an answer for me. Some of your math teachers in high school will make you make it a mixed number. Gross. Sorry if they make you do that. Improper is a perfectly valid answer.
Can we change it?
If you want to. Just makes it take longer to grade because I have to do math in my head.
Oh, okay.
No, you can leave it 8/3, or you can, what would it be as a mixed number?
2 and 2/3.
2 and 2/3.
How do you do the times?
You do 2 straight lines and then a squiggle on top. All right, let's do B. So we have pi x equals 3 pi. Pi, you do 2 straight lines and a squiggle sitting on top of it. Like a little column in Roman times. All right, so we're solving for which variable? Nope, x. X is our variable. It's the only variable by itself we need to solve for. So we need to move the pi. So if we have a letter next to a letter, what kind of math is that doing? Multiplication. Very good. So what's the opposite of multiplication? Division. So we're going to divide pi. So no, just the pi. Write the pi symbol. Yep, we don't have to do all 3.14. I don't want the actual answer. I just want to find simplified version of x. So if I have pi divided by pi on the left, that cancels. So then it's just x. So if I have 3 pi on the right-hand side and I divide by pi, what do I have left? 3. Ta-da! Because all you did was divide the pi away from the pi. We ate all the pie. Now I want pi again. Just a second. Any questions on how we did this? Got it? There's a couple terrified faces. The rest of you look pretty good. All right. This is the example. Make sure it's in your journal. That way you can use it to do the assignment. I'll come back to this in just a sec. So you're going to do triads 4 through 7, and then wait. And we'll do example 3 in just a minute. Okay, so pause wherever you're at on the triads. We are going to go back and do example 3. So you're putting this in your journal. This is example 3, so EX3 to label this number. All right, what value of k makes the equation k plus 4 divided by 0.2 equals 5 true? Long story short, we need to solve for what letter? K. So we're not going to play multiple guess. We're going to actually solve it. I know you already have the answer. All right, so if I have k plus 4 divided by 2, what's the first thing you should do here? Take a wild guess what you think you should do.
4 divided by 0.2.
You would simplify over here on the left. I would do 4 divided by 0.2, which gives you 20. Write this down in your journals, step by step. Make sure you're writing it down. So 4 divided by 0.2, we're simplifying the left side. So now we have k plus 20 equals 5. How do I get k by itself?
Minus 20 both sides.
Subtract 20. Very good. So subtract 20 from both sides. Write it down.
That'd be
5 minus 20 is?
15.
K equals negative 15. So what is our answer?
Negative 15.
Correct. But what is the answer above? Caleb, say it louder.
A.
A. So the correct answer is A. Make sure you always go back and see what you need to be answering. Because yes, K equals negative 15 is correct, but the question was asking you for A, B, C, or D. Any questions on how we did that? Sweet. All right, so now you have try it 8 and 9. And you can keep going to the self-assessments through 10. In 2 minutes, I know you will not be done with all those. We're going to do our last example, okay?
Only 8, 9, and 10.
No, 8, 9, all the way. You're going to end up going all the way through self-assess 20. So stop at 20. Okay? You will have a little homework tonight. But go ahead and get started while I help people who need it. And then I will show this last example here in just a minute. All right, so go back to your journal, open your journal. Example 4. Let's see everybody's journal before I go. I don't want to leave anybody. Example 4 in your journal. Ready? The temperature in a crater on Mars is 0 degrees Celsius at 1 p.m. The temperature decreases 8 degrees Celsius every hour. When will the temperature be negative 50 degrees Celsius? So somebody just verbally try and tell me, what are we trying to solve here?
See what time will be until we reach negative 50.
Very good. What time is it when we hit negative 50 degrees Celsius? So we have enough information here, we can create a formula to solve. Okay, so we know how fast the temperature is changing. What did it say it was changing every hour?
8 degrees.
8, up or down?
Down.
Down, so it's a negative 8. Remember that. Okay, we know that the, sorry, my phone's going off. Oh, the change in temperature is what the final answer is. The hourly change, that's how fast it's changing, which is the negative 8. And how long it took, we don't know. That's what we're trying to solve. So here's how you're going to write your equation. So write this in your journals. Negative 50, because that's what we're trying to get to. We're trying to find negative 50 equals, we know it's changing how fast, negative 8 times t, meaning we need to know how long it takes. Can I solve that negative 50 equals negative 8t? Can I solve for t?
Yeah.
How do I solve for t?
You divide the negative 8 by negative 8 and the negative 50 by negative 8.
Excellent. Divide both sides by negative 8. That's not going to give you a pretty whole number, I don't think. It's going to give you 6.25 because a negative divided by a negative is a positive. Very good. So time took 6.25 hours. Okay, when you do 0.25 of an hour, how many minutes is that in an hour? Does anybody know? If you have 60 minutes in an hour, and I'm doing a quarter of it, does anybody know how many minutes that is? You hear the phrase, a quarter past 6? What time is it? A quarter past 6. Have you ever heard that phrase?
Yeah.
Quarter past 6 means 6:15. Yeah. So whenever we have the decimal 0.25 in relation to time, it actually means 15 minutes. So we're going to look at what time did all this start? 1 p.m. So we need to go 6.25 hours later than 1 p.m. So what would that be? If it's 1 now, 7 and 7:15. So at 7:15 p.m., it will be negative 50 degrees. So the answer to this problem is 7:15 p.m. because it wanted to know what time will the temperature be negative 50. That's a lot, right? It's very important when you're doing a word problem. Once you find your solution, you go back to the word problem, read it one more time, make sure you know what answer it's looking for. It wanted to know what time, not how many hours had passed, which we would have been able to say 6.25 hours, but what time was it? We had to solve for that. All right, any questions on how I did this? I'm guessing you will have a problem like this in your self-assessment, so make sure you have this written in your journal so you can go back and look at it. Cool? All right, can I close this? Everybody got it? I can wait. Okay, your homework assignment is to finish all the way through number 20 in the self-assessments. That's all you have left to do today. Tomorrow, 8th grade, you will have a practice assignment in here, so just come ready to work. Algebra, you will have a lecture.